So basically what I'm going to make are molequiles. So if you like chilaquiles, this is that, but with mole.
Okay.
So I like this dish because, I think a lot of people think of mole as like a very serious dish, and you serve it over, chicken or turkey or roast vegetables, and you can definitely do all those things. But you can also like make it into a really quick meal, a really quick breakfast the next day. You don't have to use mole. You can pretty much use whatever salsa that you want. And all you're really doing is like tossing it in a little bit of totopos, chips, tostadas. Typically, you would take sort of the leftover tortillas that you had from the day before, fry them up, crunch them up, toss them together, and then serve it. I like it with rotisserie chicken or shredded chicken, a fried egg, lots of crema, queso.
And for folks who don't know, mole is one of my favorite foods. What is in mole?
So typically a lot of ingredients. So this recipe, it's actually in Salsa Daddy. It's a mole sencillo, which is like basically an easy mole. And I wanted, so this has under 12 ingredients, I think it's like 11. And what I wanted to do is teach the technique of making mole, because it's pretty common that most moles are made, using these techniques. But they typically have like, 50 plus ingredients.
Totally.
So my feeling is if you can master it with 10 ingredients, then you can definitely then make it with 50. So it's a salsa that is cooked. There's typically more chiles secos than anything else. There are nuts, seeds. Sometimes there's a little chocolate in it. It really depends on what part of Mexico you're in. I think a lot of people tend to think that it's very sweet. It can be. In Puebla, mole poblano to me is like really, really, really sweet. So there's both piloncillo and chocolate. The moles in Oaxaca tend to be a little bit less sweet. They still have a little bit of sweetness to them, but it also comes from plantains or dried fruit, things that are used in the moles up there.
And so you're mixing the mole
We're just
in
mixing.
with you said totopos.
Totopos, yeah. So for this dish, typically chilaquiles are made, you get a sartén or a skillet, a pot, you heat up your salsa, and then as the salsa is like cooking, you toss in your totopos and then toss them together and then serve. I prefer tossing it off heat because the totopos get really, really soggy after a really quick amount of time. And if you mix it in a bowl separately, the salsa can be like hot, like right out of the pot. But you get a little bit more crunch than if you throw them on the stove. But that's just a total personal preference. You make it the way you like it. Yeah. And you can basically use any salsa that you like. And that's what's great about this particular dish is it's super easy and very comforting.
And very pretty, honestly.
Yeah. I'm actually, like, my mouth is watering just looking at it.
I was going to say, mostly you have chilaquiles. People assume it's salsa verde or salsa roja, but you can do it with, you have a ton of salsas to try it with in the book.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can also mix and match. One of the other things that I didn't anticipate about the book is that if you make a salsa and you like it, and you make another salsa and you like it, chances are it's gonna go together. So like let's say you have half a cup of this and a cup of that, and you wanna make you wanna put it in beans, right? You can just like dump them both in the pot of beans, cook the beans, and it'll taste really, really good.
Yeah.
I make a lot of fried rice also. Like I love rice, and so I typically have like leftover rice, leftover salsa, some leftover protein, vegetables. And then if I'm like really busy that week and I know what to make for dinner, I'm just gonna fry some rice up and just throw like all the leftover bits together. And that's where you can like just take all the little, half cups of salsa, quarter cups of salsa that are left and throw them together and make something really yummy. So I also I use a lot of rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken is luckily very, very good in Mexico and in Mazatlan where I live. So I eat a lot of that. And I'll do the crema last. We'll do some red onions. Again, garnish with whatever you like. Pickled red onions would also be very good on this.
I was going to say pickled salt, yeah. And queso fresco, allá.
Sí,
yeah.
Claro. Or cotija, or Oaxaca, queso Oaxaca. and a lot of it because yum cheese. And then we'll do like a little crema.
And to note, you did, that was sour cream and then you blended it.
Yeah, so like it typically, the crema is a little bit more pourable. So you can, if you just have sour cream, you can thin it with a little bit of water. So a tablespoon of sour cream, a tablespoon of milk or water, and then a little cilantro or basil or whatever herbs you'd like. Get your duster and pull the leaves off. And there is your plate of chilaquiles.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick.
Were you gonna try it?
I am going to try it. Yes, yes, please.
I'm gonna use my hands.
Well, then, same. It's here.
That's good.
I love this event so much. Thank you.
No,
Thank you so much.
Thank all of you.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Cristela. And I'll finish that. Thank you. We'll see you out in the lobby.
Who's going to take that?